I placed my hand over Cameron's and said, "We should avoid each other in the near future." He was taken aback. Then he cautiously nuzzled against me. Why? Have I done something wrong? Would anyone expect Cameron, known for being ruthless and decisive, to speak to someone so humbly? I grabbed his tie and pulled him to me, leaning close to his ear as I said breathily, "Don't you know that my husband is back from his travels?" He snorted. "So what? Have you heard anyone say anything about you coming here to see me? I'm more capable than him. We don't have to sneak around like this. Divorce him and be with me. I'll treat you well for the rest of my life. How about it?" It was a familiar promise. 2 years ago, Sean had told me the same thing. The only difference was that Sean had been faking it, and Cameron was probably sincere that I didn't need it, though. A lifetime was too long. All hearts were at risk of changing, no matter how sincere they were at this moment. I could enjoy the fruits of Cameron's sincerity, but I couldn't believe it. I pried his hand off mine and stepped on his expensive leather shoes with the tip of my heels. "You've crossed the line, Uncle Cameron." He watched me, his eyes unreadable. "Why aren't you leaving him when he treats you like dirt? Do you still love him?" This was his first time taking such a tone with me. It was cold, domineering, and forceful. I only wanted to laugh, though. He was so jealous. Is he worthy of my love? I just think that I'd be going too easy on him with a simple divorce. "I can't let him go without making him pay for what he's done," I said. Cameron seemed to be relieved. "Let me know if you need my help." I placed my hands on his shoulders. "I want you to help me now." His breathing grew heavier. Then he easily carried me to his lounge. Things soon got hot and steamy in the small room, that he lowered his head to bite my bra strap before dragging it down. His eyes were dark and unfathomable as he looked at me. "What am I going to do with you? It's what I get for liking you, isn't it? It's all right, though. I'll try to get you to make things official with me." When I got home, I saw Sean sitting on the couch, his expression ugly. I ignored him and turned to head upstairs. "Stop right there." He looked at me. I turned and saw the dark circles underneath his eyes. I didn't know what he wanted, so I asked, "What?" He tugged his hair and showed me his call records. "I called you so many times last night. Why didn't you answer any of them? You've never acted like this in the past. Where were you?" He seemed mad that I'd stayed out all night, but what gave him the right? I didn't want to waste my breath on him, so I said flippantly, "I was talking business with someone and put my phone on silent." He scanned me doubtfully. Then he softened his tone, perhaps because he noticed I was still wearing the same clothes. "Why did you have to go to Morningstar for business?" Morningstar Films was Cameron's company. I was surprised Sean knew where I'd been. One of my celebrities wanted to terminate a contract but was afraid of the paparazzi catching them, so they asked me to go in their stead. "You know it's only work, right?" He narrowed his eyes. "I've long since told you to stop working. It's not like I can't put food on the table." I only found his words mocking. He had a net worth of millions of dollars, yet he wasn't even willing to give me $20,000. The food he put on the table was barely enough for me to survive. I was sleepy, so I brushed him off. "We'll see." I turned to leave, but he grabbed my wrist. "My friend's wife cheated on him." I raised an eyebrow. "What does that have to do with me?" He tightened his grip, but I didn't make a sound despite the pain. "She cheated on him with his uncle." My, what an exciting story. Sean's voice turned icy. "Say you can't do this job, Luna. I want to see you quit by next week. All you need to do is focus on being a trophy wife and reporting to me daily on your whereabouts. I'll give you $50,000 a month." Sean said. I was a little irritated. "Let's leave this for some other day. I can go to Cameron right now if you're not okay with it." Cameron was Sean's sensitive spot. The moment someone touched on it, he would get mad. "You wouldn't dare." I sneered. "Why are you so nervous? I'll only be going to him to talk about work." He had no retort for my words and let me go, looking diffident. "Anyway, I doubt he's interested in you. You're not young anymore, nor are you pretty." I rolled my eyes. Sean had insulted me countless times over the past 2 years. It no longer bothered me. He didn't have the right to judge or criticize me. He was becoming more controlling and possessive of me, though. It looked like I had to expedite the divorce. On the day of Sean's grandfather, Richard Ford's 80th birthday, he and Cameron both returned to Ford Manor for the celebration. Sean sat beside me in the lounge upstairs while Cameron sat across from me. I didn't expect to see Heather there, though. Sean's expression shifted. He asked, "It's Grandpa's birthday celebration. Only family should be here. Why have you brought her along?" Cameron glanced at him. "As you said, it's a celebration. Wouldn't it be nice to have a celebrity here to sing and dance for us? She'll liven up the atmosphere." The vein in Sean's forehead throbbed. "She's signed to my company. Why didn't you inform me before asking her to come to the party?" Cameron smirked lazily. "Your company? If my memory serves me right, just last month, your little studio needed Morningstar's help to survive. How about I acquire the company now? That way, she'll be my celebrity." Sean's face turned red with rage, but he couldn't say anything. He hated Cameron yet had no choice but to depend on the latter. "My feet hurt," Heather said, cutting through the tension. She wore stilettos and had already been standing for 2 hours. She looked so aggrieved that even I couldn't help pitying her. Sean softened his tone. "Come and sit by me." I was sitting beside him, though. I asked stoically, "Where will I sit if she sits beside you?" He didn't even spare me a glance. "You're not wearing heels. Standing for a while won't kill you." "Ha! What a scumbag." Heather smiled smugly at me. "Excúseme, Luna." I ignored her and turned to smile coyly at Cameron. "Can I sit with you, Uncle Cameron? My feet hurt too." His eyes glinted as he looked at me, but his tone was cool as he said, "Sure." I got up to change seats, but Sean grabbed my arm. "Your husband is right here. Who do you think you're flirting with?" I broke free of his grasp, a smile on my face. I said innocently, "Is that so? I thought you were her husband." His eyes flashed. "That's enough. Just sit down," he told Heather. "You continue standing." She widened her eyes in disbelief. "Shawnee." He tugged his hair irritably. "Shut up." She burst into tears and ran out. Sean sat there and shook his legs. A few minutes later, he finally gave in and left, using a trip to the restroom as an excuse. It looked like his mistress mattered more to him than anything else. Cameron and I were left alone in the room. He suddenly pulled me into his arms. "Can you hurry up and get divorced, babe? I might just commit murder if you don't." I laughed and tiptoed to peck his jaw. "I'll do it soon, okay?" He gripped my waist tightly and kissed me passionately. I could hear the guests milling about just outside the door. I enjoyed the thrill of getting caught at any moment. Cameron had just undone my bra clasp when the lounge door was kicked open. Sean was back. It looked like things were going to be exciting.